According to local legend, the bridge you see behind me is haunted. Join us now as we explore the legend behind Witch's Bridge. Drawing from their experience last year with the ghost at the Grand, the Indyknow team decided to explore the folklore surrounding this place. In this feature, you'll hear about the bridge's sordid past from a local historian, as well as experience the bridge firsthand with the Indyknow team.
The story, as I've been told, is that back when the railroad was blowing up ice dams on the river, people would gather on the bridge and watch them blow up the ice dams. A lady was holding her baby on the ice on the bridge when they blew up the ice bridge, and the vibration of the explosion caused her to drop the baby into the river. The baby was swept away and they never found it. She would search for her baby for a long, long time and search for her baby and could never find it. And as the story goes, that if you're out on the bridge at certain times of year on dark nights, you'll see her searching the bridge, and she may even chase you. The story is so vague that it could be true, but it's too vague that you can't prove it to be true. And it happens a lot with a lot of different stories.
I mean, maybe that adds to the creepiness, is that there is no definitive story. I mean, I've heard any number of things of a witch eating children or burning children to a witch being hanged out here. I mean, without an honest-to-God set story, you know, it's a little stranger because every variation is slightly different. If there was a set story, I mean, it's like, you know, nobody knows what the actual truth is, so there's like shades here and there and things like that.
Well, that whole series of bridges was the Nine Bridges Road, which connected Donovan to Grand Island through a series of bridges so that they could get across all the channels and sloughs and the river. Gosh, I don't know. I think it's just one of those old wooden bridges that looks kind of spooky. And it had this a folklore story to go with it. And
I mean, it's such an open space that, you know, you aren't really wary, especially right now, of stuff coming up from behind the bushes, because you could hear it or you might be able to see it, you know, something.
You know, that being said, I completely understand why they come out, why, like, kids come out here, you know. It's like borderline secluded, it's, you know, there are plenty of things to ride on.
Well, it's far enough away from town that you feel like you're, you know, sort of rebelling and getting out and away from everything. Plus, outside of like 3 trucks that have gone by because they're farmers going back home, there's been no traffic out here.
So where do you think the creepy comes from here? I mean, is it
I think it's just the local
urban
legend.
Yeah.
You know,
Have you heard of it?
you know, we call them urban legends now. They were folklores, fairy tales. They all have that same sort of cautionary tale. What starts off with a grain of truth kind of morphs into, well, don't do this because, you know, this will happen to you.
I think it's just more of a local legend thing, and it's something that everybody, since there's a witch involved, and, you know, bridges are creepy, especially kind of old bridges like this.
But if I was out here by myself, I would be seriously creeped out. So I was like walking over that direction just a little bit, and it's like, where is everybody? Where'd they go? Oh, they're right over there. Okay, so I don't know. We break up for a bit and like head over that direction a bit. Panic starts to creep its way in.
Do the trees add anything, Mike?
Yeah.
I mean, these
Well, the
very
tree,
big branches, the
come over
leaves
here
are
and
starting
look
to
at it,
fall
like,
off.
Look at it right here, okay? It's like just that spot right there looks straight out of something Hollywood horror, right? It's like there's a body along the side over there, and then the guy with the flashlight comes over the other side. I mean, that is just a picture perfect looking place for something bad to happen, or that we've seen something bad happen in make believe, you know. but it's beautiful, but it's weird. It's a little creepy. So, well, we came out here and kind of found a very nice. It's easy to see why people carouse here. It's very, very peaceful. So, witch, if you're out here, thank you for not showing yourself and scaring us, even though none of us are 17-year-old blonde, well-endowed blondes or insular jocks who normally get slaughtered in horror movies. Thank you so much for not jumping out and scaring us or giving us an overly creepy feeling and giving us the chance to see a pretty lake and bridge at night.
Thanks for joining us for our exploration of the Witch's Bridge. And while we may not have experienced anything out of the ordinary, others will continue to search for the supernatural. And undoubtedly, the legend will live on.